Here today with Michele Gosetti from Eurovision.
Hello, thank you very much. I pretty much look forward to this session because I'm very interested in seeing how this new OTT environment is changing or maybe challenging or shaping a little bit the broadcast industry. I think that with the great amount of content that is now being produced and the different channels, there's a real challenge for the media industry in finding the right balance between finding the right distribution channel and at the same time preserve the traditional revenue streams.
Do you think it's going to be a bit of a tipping point this year in terms of OTT and the growth of different platforms?
I think that indeed it's a very we are at a turning point here where OTT, but not only OTT actually, but OTT mainly is driving a change in the way we are going to address and distribute the content. So it's extremely relevant to the industry to expand the reach and make the most out of the content that is now being created.
I wonder if you could sort of talk me through sort of recent developments for Eurovision, whether there have been any sort of new company developments or important announcements that you might highlight here.
The Eurovision is drastically changing in the latest months or year. I think that we come from a situation where we were perceived as mostly a transport company. We are definitely shifting towards more content management and content creation. We are not anymore just a logistic company. And with the many events that we are going to be involved into this year, but in the coming years as well, we will be able to demonstrate that our focus is to be more centered into at the heart of the media ecosystem.
And finally, can you sort of, obviously we've got an extremely busy summer of sport coming up. What's the event that you're most looking forward to yourself?
Well, Eurovision will be involved in most of the major events as much as we've been at the beginning of this year. The major one will be present too. There's one which is maybe quite interesting for us, which is the European Championship. Yep. That's a new competition which will gather 7 different European leagues together, and it will be during the first week of August, happening in 2 different cities, Glasgow and Berlin. The European leagues involved are athletic, aquatic, gymnastic, cycling, rowing, golf, and gymnastics.
So an extremely busy summer ahead.
It is a very busy summer, and what is relevant about this event is that because it's happening in 2 different locations, we see a lot of interest from broadcasters to test or to even further implement remote production services. We want to give to the right holder the flexibility to have access to the content in both locations seamlessly and also being connected to those both locations through our global network. There is also a very huge demand in terms of digital coverage, for which we have developed online platforms for the rights holder to be able to access their content both live and non-live and make the most of them.
Michele, thanks very much for joining us here today, and I hope you have a great event.
Thank you very much.